Ain't no one person watching this damn thing, yo. No one person watching this. I ain't the only person watching it. Unless I am. Man. Oh, it's a trade copier. Oh, it's a trade copier. Ain't really worth nothing. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, well, guess it don't really matter. Hmm. Okay. I think that's probably best. I think that's probably best. Hmm. 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 Okay. Mm. Yeah, that's probably what's holding us off on the Nasdaq. Probably that trend channel. And this is probably like a falling wedge. We probably might see this break tomorrow, honestly. It's probably like a falling wedge. Mm. I mean, you don't got the touches or nothing. Yeah, it don't look right. Obviously, it don't even fit. It don't even fit. Man, it don't even fit or nothing. Yeah, it don't fit. That's definitely not a trend. It was up, Alfred. You know, honestly, that might be a long right there. That actually might be a long. Back up into this range. I'll probably take it. Still upset that I see my sell limit is still right here. I can't believe my order got jumped in the sim and they didn't come back and they didn't fill it or nothing. Can't believe that they did that. Can't believe they did that. Jump my sim order. And I would have caught this whole move down from the top. Then jump me. Hold on real quick. I think my phone's. Shoot. I'm definitely going to bed after I get off stream today. Probably might even end the stream at 9 o'clock, 9:15. For whatever reason, I am tired. For whatever reason, I'm tired. But how'd you do today, Yeah, yeah, that was crazy because actually last night the spreads was like $20 away from each other. Yeah, they're usually like 140, 200. But last night the spreads for whatever reasons was really tight. And that's why I was like, how the hell did they miss me? Yeah, today it's about like what 30, 20, 25. Yeah, about 25, give or take. Seemed like there's some volume coming into the Bitcoin because obviously when this contract opened, it was about like 140, $200 away from each other in spread. And I was like, dude, I'm not trading that shit. I am not trading that. But how did you do today, Alfred? Were you able to catch that this afternoon pump right here? Yeah, dude, I don't even know, man. Hmm. So many opportunities, so many missed opportunities to get long. Hmm. Yeah, I was talking to Smith about this morning after trading open. He was done. I was like, yeah, I guess I kind of see what everybody was saying about the bias. Yeah, I definitely had somewhat of a bias this morning, but I don't think I necessarily had a bias. I think I was kind of mad that I missed this entry from last night. I wasn't expecting them to do this at 12 o'clock in the morning and for it to hit perfectly at the area I was looking for. I think I would have 1 point in drawdown because I was looking for 36 and what it hit 35.50. So only 2 ticks in drawdown. And you had this massive move up. I think that's probably why. Well, actually, I don't think that's exactly why I was wanting the market to come down here so I can low key get my entry again. Low key. Hmm. And that is something else that I find myself doing. Like if I miss a good entry, I try to short the market to a quote unquote influence it to come back to the area where I want to go long. I think that's probably what I did today. But huh, with this big move up, I want to say that we'll probably get a move back down here to 25, 25, 30, 25 on the ES and on the Nasdaq. I want to say that, we'll make that move down to, probably possibly like 125, maybe 125 to retest 125. Because like I said, I was looking for this area to short, but instead they use this area to go long. So if they don't hold here at S3, then I'm thinking that they'll probably come back into this range or possibly at 45 to go long. And because we got that breaker structure at 45, so it's highly likely for them to try to come back and want to retest that breaker structure. Mm. Mm. Honestly, what probably makes the most sense is if price isn't going to come back into this range right here, this will probably be the range where they come in. So I'm going to be looking at this level right here, 45. I'm definitely going to be looking at 45 initially at S4. Yeah, for them to come retest this breaker structure. So this is the area I'm going to look for tomorrow. I mean, I guess If we do see a pullback, that's probably what I'm going to be looking for. But if we see price continue to go higher, which, I mean, everybody was shooting for 300. The question is, are the bulls going to hold it overnight? And are we going to see that rotation up? Because I do think that they'll front run 300 and 285, 290 will probably be that level where they front run it. But I don't think they go past 340. I think 340, if we do see that, that'll probably be the high for a while. 340 would be the high, yeah. Yeah, okay, there it is. 340 is probably what the current all-time high on the Nasdaq. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 340. So I'm thinking that they're going to probably want to protect 340 for a while, keep that intact. So probably 315, 285. That's the area I'm going to be looking for tomorrow, depending if we don't get it overnight. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to get. I'll probably look for that tomorrow. I will try to do better at not being biased because, I was talking to Smith and I was telling him that, man, on the NASDAQ, she only sold off 68 points to the downside and ran up 320 points to the upside. And yet, for whatever reason, my bias, I had a short bias. I mean, well, I already said why I had it, because I wanted my target to get filled, obviously, but 320 points to the upside. And Smith was telling me that he was, even though he said that he was not going to be up all night trading, that's exactly what he did. And I mean, you just kind of know it. The Nasdaq is just too intoxicating to just sit in bed and not trade her. Like, she's too intoxicating. She's too alluring. Okay. Mm. I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like it'd be too easy. I think that's probably what it is. I feel like it'd be too freaking easy. I mean, it's already too easy. It's already too easy. Oh, for those that don't know, MFF now has hold on, make sure. MFX now has a DF, what is it called? A DX feed for TradingView, and TradingView is in their dashboard. So I'm definitely going to be dropping UProfit, and I'm going to be trading on TradingView on MFF. And this is the Starter Plus plan I bought for like 25% off. At first, I wasn't going to get it, but I figured, I was like, well, I might as well get it, I guess. Why not? But it has the consistency rule up front, and then it gives you the rope to hang yourself in the funded side. What I'm going to do is, even on the funded side with this one, I'm going to still kind of do what I was doing before. Get the just be consistent every day still. But the good thing about this one is that I don't have to worry about my losses. As long as I make the freaking money, I don't have to worry about the losses. I don't have to watch my losses, which I'll probably still do anyway. But I mean, it's just good to know that my losses won't be taken into account when it's time to get paid out. And apparently, with UProfit, if you breach any of the rules at any part or any time, trading the funded account, and you go and request a payout, they automatically deny you and close the account, apparently. At least that's how I interpreted what was said in the Discord. If you break a rule, you don't get paid out, which is, again, that's kind of yeah. I don't know how they think they're going to survive with a rule like that. I don't know how they think that people's going to want to continue to do business with them. Yep, zero payout accounts. Yo, that's crazy. Hmm. And I definitely been kind of driven to just get as much information about those accounts because you know, and like I said, I feel kind of it just sucks that they did a complete 180 on those accounts. Being able to swing into the next session is definitely beneficial, but at the same time, on the payout side, if you want to get paid out every day, you still have to trade intraday. So um, I really don't see the point of I no longer see the point of the swing accounts anymore. There's really no point. They're more expensive for no reason. You have a daily loss limit now. You low key is capped on how much money you can withdraw from the account. I mean, that's always been there. I mean, that's not a big deal. That's not a big deal, honestly. I just don't like the fact that they can deny you and they close your account out and let you trade that thing and don't tell you until you request a payout. Like, I mean, that's so I have two 150K accounts at the 190 price tag, and I'm thinking to myself, do I still want to keep that? I'm kind of on the fence about it because it's now $400 now. It's like $450 now for that same account, which is crazy. I don't know who else is paying for that, but I mean, okay, so huh, yeah, I'm not getting any more accounts with you, Profit. I'm not getting any more with them because they got too many rules, and I just want to trade and make my money and get paid out. Because I don't know if the good trading practice also applies to the 0 day accounts, even though they have daily loss limits. I mean, if you don't hit your daily loss limit and you hit that 1.5% uh, drawdown rule they got, I mean, you basically got two daily loss limits. You basically got two. I mean, yeah, I don't have to trade like that. I don't have to do none of that crap. I mean, the accounts were good while they lasted. They're no longer good. I don't got to deal with that crap. Yeah, so yeah, I got two of these accounts at $190 and they're selling it now for 440, basically $450 plus the $150 activation fee, which altogether that'll probably be like $700. So that'll be a $700 investment. Mm. Just for it to potentially not be able to get a payout. You know what? Mm. But I do want to trade Bitcoin though. Mm. And we'll see. Yeah. Mm. All right, so here's my concern about potentially going long here. My thing is that if the market does want to go long, which I doubt here, but if it does want to go long, where does it want to go? That's my question. Where does it want to go? Are we just going to get a test at the top of this range? Or are we going to go back up and test 300 where everybody's wanting for it to hit? Yes, Sepuk, I definitely agree. I just hate the fact that man, definitely agree. So yeah, I'm gonna probably just cancel all my UProfit accounts. I mean, they didn't pay gain weight, and that's crazy. They didn't pay him, and he's still waiting on a response from them. Apparently, based on what he said, I'm pretty sure whenever gain weight comes in today or tomorrow, probably better explain. But he said that he's not getting paid out, so that's kind of like the last straw for me. That was the last straw. Mm. Mm. So I mean, I was able to catch this move yesterday afternoon. I was able to catch this easy move. I saw this come back into this range. So that was like the only long that I took yesterday, unfortunately. I was also looking at it on the ES to go long as well. It was bouncing up to 200. And I just hate when the price action I hate when the price action gets like this. Obviously, because I don't want to lose. But at the same time, it's like, man, it's so bullish. And the structure suggests that, yeah, it can continue to trade to the upside. But man, you're really taking a risk, getting in up here. But obviously, for those that did buy up here, in hindsight, obviously the structure was bullish. The bulls found support, and they even made an all-time high on the ES today, which the ES has technically been making all new all-time highs all day. It literally made all-time highs all day today. Now that I see that, now that I notice that. And I also believe that we got power on Wednesday. Yeah, that's not gonna work. We got power on Wednesday, and we have the JOLTS job openings tomorrow. And historically, the JOLTS job opening has been bearish, super bearish. For whatever reason, the market sells off during the JOLTS job reports. We'll see if that trend continues tomorrow, but it usually sells off for whatever reason. Yeah, so we got the JOLTS job opening at 9. I think that's probably what the market is really paying attention to tomorrow. The tips economic optimism for the month of December. I don't think that's going to. I mean, it's also at 9 o'clock, but the market is going to be paying attention to the JOLTS job opening. We got 2 Fed speakers, one at 11:35, the other one at 2:45 Central Time, and that's all we have to worry about. And we have Powell on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. Nice. Yeah, we got Fed Chair Jerome Powell at 12:45. So, and then we got the beige book. I mean, well, I don't think we're going to see a reaction to the beige book if we got Powell speaking at 12:45. I mean, the beige book is basically is a book. Well, it's not a well, yeah, it is a book. So yeah, it's basically a report from the 12 Federal Reserve districts, and they put it in this beige book. And if we didn't have Powell tomorrow or on Wednesday at 12:45, right before it, that would be a market mover. But because we got Powell before the beige book, I highly doubt that the market will react to it. I don't see why they would. I really wouldn't. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we got a lot of heavy hitters on Wednesday. So Wednesday is definitely going to be very volatile. You got the ISM services, employment, new order, PMI, prices paid at 9 o'clock. We got the global services and composite PMI for the month of November at 8:45. We got a Fed speaker at 7:45, and we have the ADP employment change at 7:15. Now, we'll see what happens with this, because depending on what the JOLTS job data says, we'll probably get the same reaction at 7:15 at the ADP employment. It's basically the same report, or it's kind of like how CPI and PPI are. Depending on what CPI is, you know how PPI is going to come out. And so that's usually why we don't see a second follow-up reaction to PPI. The only time we see a reaction to PPI is if it comes out first, and then we have an idea of how the CPI comes out. So it's the same situation, basically. Same situation. And on Thursday, we just basically got the same old stuff on Thursday. And we got non-farm payroll on Friday. Damn, this week is packed. We got non-farm this week. So we got a lot of employment job data this week. So, and then we got Powell speaking, and you already know that the Fed is now concerned, or is now more focused on the labor market now. So, and now that Trump is now stating he's going to mass deport undocumented immigrants, the criminals first, ideally, but we all know how the government works. We know that's just ideally of what they want, but we know that that's probably not what's going to happen. And the migrants have definitely been filling that role of that labor shortage that the United States has been experiencing, because people are too this and that and unable to work. So, yeah, the migrants have definitely been filling that role. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Depending on if this is a speech or if this is like an interview, I'm pretty sure he's going to be asked more questions about what's going to happen when Trump comes into office. Again, he's going to probably be asked if he will step down if requested. I'm not familiar with how that works. I could have sworn, if I'm not mistaken, when Biden came into office, there were talks about replacing Powell with a person of color to be the Fed chair. So if that was going to be something that would have possibly happened with Biden, I don't know why Trump wouldn't have that same what's the word I want to say? That same option. I don't know what the difference is. I really wouldn't know what the difference between Biden and Trump in terms of replacing Jerome Powell to be the Fed chair. Hopefully that does not happen. What the hell? So my phone just turned on randomly. I guess my FBI agent hit the wrong button and turned my phone on. Turned YouTube on for whatever reason. Anyway, yeah, anyway, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when Trump gets in office. Hopefully Powell stays the Fed chair, because we need that Powell pump. And I think the market would prefer for Powell to finish out his term versus putting somebody new in there. Hold on. Fed Chair Powell asked about Trump. Yeah, I kind of want to show y'all guys something about when he was asked if he would step down, and I just found that I found this very interesting.
Resign. If he asked you to leave, would you go?
No.
Can you follow up on do you think that legally you're not required to leave?
No.
You see that he was you see how he was saying no, but the whole time he was shaking his head yeah. So that kind of tells me that he's saying no, but he knows that if Trump really wants to replace him, that he can be replaced.
No.
You see he's shaking his head yeah.
Follow up on do you think that legally you're not required to leave?
No.
You see he's shaking his head yeah.
Do you believe?
Yeah, so that just tells me like, okay, he's saying no, but I'm pretty sure that if Trump wants him gone, he's gonna probably be gone. Because we all know that towards the end, I think, and this is just speculation, this is based off of the behaviors. Towards the end, Jerome Powell was kind of doing his own thing, and it kind of it would make you would make the assumption that he kind of knew that Trump was not going to win and Biden was going to come in, because I mean obviously there was kind of beefing, but towards the end he was like nah, he was raising rates or he was lowering rates, and I don't think Trump wanted that, and he did it anyway. But that's just speculation. That's just my assumption, obviously. Mm. You say you had a don't give a F look? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you don't give a F, but you can pack your bags, pack your desk up, take your name off that door. Because you're gonna need that attitude. You're gonna need that energy when you walk out the door with all your belongings because you're fired. But like I said, hopefully that's not the case. We need that power pump, obviously. Mm. Yeah, it seems like the market is going to stay at a standstill, or maybe we'll probably get the same thing that happened last night. Like, look at the ES again. Oh, I am on the ES, my bad. I am on the ES. Hmm. Okay. I mean, hmm. I mean, do we see a full-fledged retracement? I mean, well, I mean, I doubt it, but I doubt it. That would be it right there. I mean, do we see that though? Do we see that? Mm, mm, mm. Nah, I'll go long at 25. I think yeah, I'm just gonna if I can't catch this short on the ES, if I miss a short on the ES, I know I'm gonna get long down here. 25, 25, 26. I'm getting long down here on the ES. I mean, we can possibly see. We'll see. We'll see we'll see how the structure builds itself tomorrow. Because honestly, this looks like a what is it called? A rising wedge. That's what this thing looks like to me. It's like a rising wedge. Mm, about like 72. Yeah, this looks like a rising wedge. Mm, no. Mm, mm, yeah. We'll see if we get that. We'll see if we get that. See if we get it. Mm. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. Except Puku said historically no Fed chair has been ever removed by a president. Yeah, hopefully that's the case with Powell. Hopefully. Hopefully. We can definitely admit that this new presidency, or not this new presidency, or this new administration that's coming in, before Trump has been transferred the power of the United States, it already seems that this man is already making waves. I think I've just recently seen a video that a lot of people are now falling in like a lot of Canada. I think France just joined BRICS. Um Mexico's current president right now, reported that it just stopped a caravan of migrants that was destined to come here to the United States illegally. Looks like the threat of trade wars with the United States. A lot of people are, I guess, trying to be stubborn. And then I guess when they start to think about it, they're like, okay, yeah, I guess we don't really want that type of smoke with the United States. Mm. I'm really interested to see what they'll do with that Doge department. I'm really interested in what they're going to do with that. Um, Hopefully they don't go overboard with that. Hopefully, especially people. I mean, like people with Social Security, VA benefits, those that are on welfare. Hopefully, those programs will be kept in place. I do believe that there's a lot of people that game the system. If a lot of the gaming aspect of that is cleaned up, I don't think that will be a problem because all that does is creates comfortable, lazy people that don't contribute anything to society at all. And to really enforce, like, if you're able to work, if you're able to contribute to society to make that happen. But obviously, people that need it, and I mean, obviously, that type of stuff isn't taken away from them. Because for whatever reason, every time the government wants to clean up, they always try to take away veteran programs for whatever reason. I feel like veteran programs should be the last thing that anybody touches. Like, why the hell are you going to take away from people that took time and they sacrificed time with their family and they went overseas and served? Like, I don't get why they do that, but for whatever reason, they do that shit. I don't get it. I don't get it. Relations weekly open to see how they. He says just check out the where we are relations to the weekly open. The weekly open you talking about for this week? I know what the weekly close is. The weekly close is where we bounced at 991. The weekly close is right here. And that's exactly where they bounced this market at. You talking about the weekly close, right? Or you said the weekly open? You talking about for this week? Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot that some people. Yeah, so the open's at 5 o'clock for me, so I misunderstood what you were saying. So I think the open on the Nasdaq micros was like 995 if I'm not mistaken. Let me look at that. Let me look at that real quick. Yeah, I think the open was like 995 or something. Yeah, 994 was the open. 994 was open. So you says check where we are in relation to the weekly open and see how they move price around that level. Okay. Coincidentally, the 200 EMA is literally right there. They'll do a double top and heading. You know what? Hold on. Weren't we just talking about this level? I think we was just talking about that. Let me look at that earlier in the stream. Nine. Okay. No. We was talking about. Um. But yeah, this level probably will definitely be on my radar. I'll definitely be on it. Hey, what's your JT? What's your plan? So what will you be looking for tomorrow? You think that we see a double top somewhere in this area and we see a move all the way back down to the Sunday's open? Hey, what's up, Flair? What's up? Like some ranging? Yeah. Yeah, we got Powell on Wednesday. So we got a lot of volatile news this week. We have a lot of volatile news this week. It seems like this week, the narrative of this week is going to be the labor market for this week. Because obviously we have all the ISM manufacturing. We had that today. Tomorrow we got the JOLTS job opening. So we could definitely see a bearish reaction to JOLTS. JOLTS historically has been bearish for whatever reason. And the market never likes the results for JOLTS for whatever reason. We got 2 Fed speakers tomorrow. On Wednesday, we got some ADP employment change. We have the S&P Global Service and Composite. We have the ISM Services. And we have the Fed Chair Jerome Powell and the Beige Book all happening on Wednesday. Thursday, obviously, continuous jobless claims. And on Friday, we got non-farm this week. Non-farm, the underemployment rate, unemployment rate, average hourly earnings. So yeah, the narrative of this week is for the labor market. We'll definitely see how strong the labor market is this week. Yeah, we definitely got a lot. Yeah. And Flair, I was actually thinking about going long at 660 it myself. I was thinking about it. Not gonna lie. But the only thing that stopped me is that price looks like it's forming this rising wedge here on the ES. And either we see a breakout to the up or downside. So we'll see what happens. Where are you targeting on the ES right now? Where are you targeting? Yeah, it's definitely choppy. Hmm. So far, so good. So if I actually took this long, when I guess I'll be up 3 points right now. About 3 or 2 points. I would make the assumption that they would come back up here and retest this high, but I've been kind of mindful about taking trades during the pre-market because every time I take a trade in the pre-market, the market want to slow down. And I find myself up all night trying to babysit a trade that takes all freaking day to work out. Mm. He says no news days. Oh yeah. I think every day is a news day. Yep. hmm So you're saying that 669? Yeah. For I kind of do feel that we probably might see a rejection at 70, 72, possibly 75, probably at the most. But we'll see. So you said the 24-hour chart versus the daily. 20. Hold on. What? You said the 24-hour chart? Did you mean something else by that? Because you said 24-hour chart versus the daily chart. Did you mean something else by that? Or okay, let me look at it because I'm thinking about this wrong. You said the 24-hour, meaning just 24 whole hours. Let's see. I mean, did we even got that? Did we got this? I mean, all right. So 24 hour. All right. All right. So let's look at that. Let's look at the 24-hour chart. I'm going to turn this into a candlestick chart. All right. So the 24-hour chart. So this is what it looks like. And you said versus the daily chart. All right. Do that. All right, so this is the 24-hour chart, and I'll turn this into the daily chart. Okay, so all right, so this is the 24-hour chart on the Nasdaq. We do got this high at 250, but I think all-time high right now for the Nasdaq is like 340, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, no, I'm not gonna look for that. Well, I could have sworn all-time there was like an all-time high at 340, so this has to be okay. So here it is, right here. Never mind. Okay. So this is the 24-hour chart, and this is the daily chart. Hmm. Is added on the time frame, it will change the way you see things. Yeah, that would make sense to go back to. Okay. Mm. So what am I looking at? I may be missing it right now. What am I looking at? It says reflection, rolling 24-hour periods rather than fixed sessions. Oh, midnight to midnight. Okay. So how has that helped you? How do you utilize this chart? Or what kind of information does a 24-hour chart gives you? Yeah, for whatever reason, this thing. I guess the 24-hour chart is clear on TradingView for whatever reason. They give you a clearer chart color-wise, or maybe because of this. Maybe because it's not covered in this little cloud thing that I got. Mm, okay. And Edward says that he feels sorry for people that use the smart money concepts. Mm. So I don't know what you mean by smart money concepts. I mean, a lot of people have different definitions for that, for sure. There's plenty of definitions for that. Me personally, I trade price action and range rotation. And price action, in my opinion, is king. It's king. Now, obviously, during times where the market is just kind of where the market is emotionally reacting to news, then price action does kind of you'll do see the break of levels and stuff like that, and price action kind of becomes irrelevant. I will give you that, but for the most part, price action is definitely the way to go. Give me a second, guys. I'm just gonna put my daughter to bed real quick. And she'll probably just go to bed myself. Mm. Um, mm. Maybe I did should have went took this long and probably held it. It's probably trying to get to like 285. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Mm. Yeah, I probably should have took that damn thing long. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I think that we continue to grind up higher probably overnight. Yeah, we probably do. Mm, yeah. All right, Alfred. Have a good night. And I'm gonna probably end, well, probably. I will end it at 9:30. 9:30. Yeah, tonight I'm definitely tired for whatever reason. Dude, man. Mm, mm. No, that's my trading partner. My trading partner is Brandon. Sherm. Sherm. That's my trading partner. We usually trade New York Open, but I started trading the pre-market so we can try to find entries in the pre-market, and uh, lately it's kind of been challenging. We actually caught the bottom of ES yesterday. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get it because it happened literally at 12 o'clock. I was hoping that they would actually save this for the price action closer to the New York Open, or at least 5, 6 o'clock. Because by the time I looked at the charts yesterday, after we talked about this being a possible entry long during yesterday's stream, obviously this level didn't look back. So if we do see a move down tomorrow, I'm definitely going to be looking at 26.25 for possibly entry long on the ES. If I missed a short, this is definitely the area where I'm going to be looking to get in long around that 20 area for a possible retest of 48, 48.50. That's definitely what I'm going to be looking for. Because right now I don't think they're going to take out that low at 18. That would be highly unlikely for them to take this out. Especially we got this breakout and they're going to want to come back in and try to buy the retest here. Yeah, so this would definitely be the area where I'd look to go long. Mm. Yeah, Flair. Yeah, we appreciate anybody that joins, and stream is always open for anybody to come in, share their information, share their ideas. Because I mean, this is not a dick swinging contest or nothing. The one thing I've always, because I mean, this is done every day. There are times where me and my trading partner are taking totally different trades and we're both making money. We got people in the chat, total different trades, and they're making money. Everybody's taking different trades and everybody is making money. So it's not like one person's concepts are better than another person's concepts. Everybody makes money their own way in this market. That's what makes this thing so beautiful, man. And that's what makes it so beautiful. I was like, I know that's not right. Looking at the wrong book map. Hmm. You said I'm on an open Discord. Yeah, we have a Discord, but we don't use it. Hold on. They're selling. They're doing a lot of selling on bookmap. So it looks like okay, so Huh. So it does look like they're trying to come in at the bottom of this range right here. There's a lot of aggressive selling. So I guess whatever the hell this was in this candle right here, there was a lot of aggressive selling right here on both the Nasdaq and the ES for whatever reason. I don't know what the heck that was. Because it didn't even look like they sold this thing on the ES. It looks like there was a bunch of aggressive selling right here. Let's look at that footprint chart real quick and see. I mean, yeah, it didn't. Huh. I wonder what the hell that was, because we had a bunch of aggressive selling here on the ES for like 2 seconds, but you don't see it in the candle or nothing. So I wonder what the heck that just was. I mean, there was some selling here on the Nasdaq, but not on the ES. So I wonder what the heck that was. Anyway. Yeah, so I mean, eventually the goal, with me and my trading partners channel is, I mean, for the most part is just to come in, stream, um, build our channels up, and then in the future, yeah, probably do the whole, I guess, Discord chat room thing. But I don't know, we've been having fun just doing it this way and just getting the payouts from the prop firms. Yeah, well, I guess the way I respond, maybe I really don't want to do that. Hmm. I actually agree with that, Edward. I agree with that. I mean, if you're when it comes to the Nasdaq, she definitely trades level to level. I've noticed that with the Nasdaq for sure. That's why I will always trade a level over structure with the Nasdaq, because I mean she will respect structure here and there, but she's obviously she ran through all these support or these areas of potential resistance like it was nothing, and then turned around, used it as support, and then finally found resistance here at this level. So the Nasdaq is definitely more level heavy when the ES is more structurally sound. You got to trade her technically and with structure and stuff like that, because she's not going to make the same moves like the or like the Nasdaq. She's not going to trade past areas of support and resistance without price action. And that's like the good thing about the ES. I think that's, even though you don't really make a lot of money with the ES in terms of, I mean, unless you have a lot of size on the ES, you don't make money with her, which is a good and bad thing. With just one ES contract, 20 points is $1,000, which is a good thing if you're starting off. It kind of gives you a lot of room for error. On one ES contract, 20 points is $1,000. But obviously, you can't do that with the Nasdaq because your account will be blown. There's not too much room for error on the Nasdaq. And the one thing about the ES, which is, even if let's just say that you got in here at the top, as an example, and you're down $1,000, and the good thing about the ES is that she'll always come back and retest to where you can come back in and take break even with maybe a little bit of profit. You can see the ES loves doing that. She'll break and she'll always come back and retest. She'll break, always come back and retest, so you can always get out of your position. She doesn't go too far without a pullback. But obviously with the Nasdaq, you fuck around, you will definitely find out. You will find out. Anybody that was short down here and didn't close out their shorts, their accounts are gone. They're gone. So Totally different mindsets on totally two different instruments, even though for the most part they are correlated. If one doesn't go along without the other, and vice versa. Sometimes with the Nasdaq, obviously she will run, and then she'll come back and rebalance. But if the ES isn't in a situation where she's not going long or short, then the Nasdaq won't go long or short. So, yeah. You say you never look at them at the same time? Yeah, Flair. Usually, depending on what account size I have, I usually trade both at the same time. I've kind of gotten into that habit, and if I have a smaller account, well, I mean, if I'm wrong, obviously, it's not pretty, but they are definitely correlated for the most part. I'm always referencing one or the other. If I'm trading Nasdaq, I'm always referencing where the ES is. If the ES is at a double top, what I find is that the ES will kind of wait for the Nasdaq to finish what she's doing, and the ES won't go anywhere. It will just stay in this position, and then once the Nasdaq gets into position to also drop, they drop together, and vice versa. But I trade all my funded accounts on ES, every single one. I don't ever want to be in a situation where, all it takes is one day, one bad day on the Nasdaq. And for a lot of people, this was a bad day because the way that the market opened yesterday, you would think that we was going down a little bit lower. You didn't think that we was going to see this, uh, them find support at this range, but I mean, this is my golden range. So I mean, it's not like it didn't make sense to me when I woke up and saw this, but honestly, I thought that they was actually going to come down a little bit lower and test 885 first. And I think that's what a lot of people thought as well, because obviously you can see it. A lot of people was aggressively trying to short this range and try to break through it. This is a lot of aggressive selling right here. And with all this selling, obviously with all those buy stops, the market was able to make that move up, back up into this range right here. So yeah. But now, well, we'll see what happens here at this range on the Nasdaq, because I mean, I do think that eventually price will trade through this range, and we'll probably see 285 sometime, probably if not later on today or later on tonight, probably early tomorrow morning. I swear, kids. Okay. So at least, well, I guess I should have took that long on the ES. Mm. Mm. Yeah, she definitely is. It's kind of painful to watch it, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, especially because it's like, well, depending on whenever you take the trade, I guess whatever's happening right now, whatever the market is going through, it's not allowing the market to pull back at all. We're not getting a decent pullback to get a nice dip buy for whatever reason. And it seems like all the bulls are holding these little levels up here, and the market is going higher. But I guess in another situation, if you would have done something like this, you would have got 3 points and it would have dumped on you. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, obviously the market is either going to squeeze to the up or downside because it's getting real tight. It's getting real tight within this wedge right here. So we'll see what happens. Hmm. Yeah, that sucks, man. That sucks. But all right, guys, I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna go to bed. For whatever reason, I stayed up all last night for no reason. Didn't even trade or nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. The market's not doing nothing. We kind of talked. We went over what at least I'm looking for tomorrow. Hopefully, the price action is not too it's not too difficult tomorrow. Hopefully, the bulls is not a bull trap tomorrow. Because I'm definitely going to be looking for longs, but if I do see a short opportunity, um, I will take it. I will take it if I see the opportunity present itself. All right, guys. We'll come back tomorrow morning. We'll make more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody.